it. Plant can be allowed here by Spirit. That bomb's still stuck behind the grade train, so Chopper needs to get it across, and he will do so. FaZe a man down, 2 men down rather, with a retake. They do have a kit, but the odds are stacked against them.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Chopper's kept this one in the advantage, getting that immediate trade after his teammate iDisbalance was taken care of. Niko and Coldzera. Nope, now just Coldzera. It does have a kit at least and a smoke as well, but Rain at E-Box with this PT50 is able to complicate matters a little bit out of the gate, and actually the kill presenting itself this time to Niko. It does all fall onto BMAS. He's still in a 1v2. He's got a warm, courtesy of Hugo Byron on this one for bailing me out. BMAS does get taken care of, so
with too much weight, it's just gonna put FaZe on a rifle round here regardless. And Brokey, what?
Nice and quick on rotation with this AWP. He's trying to get into an angle where he can help his teammate, but nothing's available.
Nice.
Brokey, well, he will put up a double. He's gone aggressive here. iDisbalance just got tagged by the AWP, and so that's him put down low. We're looking for a bit of a hero in this round for Team Spirit. And 16-year-old Magix, well, he certainly looks like he could be the hero. 4 kills in the round.
Be open for the taking. Spirit are going to be heading into this bomb site. BMAS lining up a double. That's a good spray from him. The smoke lands in main.
Cheeky here in the pop dog, and you can see that Chopper's waiting for it. And Chopper does just swing on down, takes Rain out of the round. Sumdai Young, the man who has been an incumbent force at this B bomb site for a little while now. He's going to go aggressive and starts to push up close. Now, Magix was able to get a lot done from this position, but Sumdai Young not able to replicate that same success. Leaves Chopper now in a 1v3. 2 kills to his name already. He's going to have to ace this one if Team Spirit want to pick it up. And with Niko already defusing this bomb, Chopper's actually looking like he's going to peel off and save.
Probably the right call here. It's not a money issue for Spirit. It's just
BMAS swinging early, lines up a double, and that's all thanks to Mir being brought down to 1 HP earlier on by those nades in main. Magic's on his Ivy lurk, and he is going to deal damage onto Niko, leaving himself now at 1 point of health as well. FaZe, they haven't rotated into B, and that's what Team Spirit were hoping for. That's how they'd anticipated this round to go down, and this leaves Magix in a pretty undoable spot. 1 HP versus Brokey. And Coldzera, 7 seconds left. My goodness, he is going to nail the first man, but yeah, there's just not enough time, sadly.
Great shot.
Still, yeah, like, incredible that you're able...
Classic cold move. Nothing getting seen. There's the spot and the kill. He falls off. Niko gets dropped, though, because he came back from that Ivy push, and Chopper had already taken control out of Olaf, finding him.
I mean, alternatively, they don't have to commit to B, because while Sumdai Young is deep, he does actually get dropped. Couldn't be worse if he tried. Rain will quickly deal with the first, but it's still Mir, who was in a 1v3, now turned 1v2. It's cold that he's got to be ready for. On this Ivy flank, Brokey bested almost immediately, and Mir's going to reposition into the connector. He's hidden himself away. Cold, running out of time, taps the bomb. Mir's going to start to creep on in. Cold is sticking it, and Mir beats him to the punchline. 3 kills. Team Spirit at bay. The flashes rain on in, so Brokey's reposition and take this angle onto the cross, but one man's already gotten up close, and that can cause some problems here on in. Biomass falls within the bomb site, and now Brokey still not able to find this man who's wormed his way up close for Team Spirit. That will instead get mopped up by Rain, and now Brokey looking up onto the rafters. A nice shot on Sumdai Young, and Chopper accidentally throwing his gun away, has retrieved it, but not to...
They want this A site, but they've really done nothing to hint that, apart from just having Mir sat here. He's been joined by the AWP, but he won't check the corner. Niko gets out and trades the gun quickly, going above the train and looking for iDisbalance, who was scoped in, couldn't see him above him, and now 1 by 1. This is Spirit getting picked apart by FaZe. This is FaZe feeling in control, and it's not the round that Spirit wanted to muster in this T side, especially considering this is going to break their economy. Niko into that B site for Spirit. A double AWP for FaZe could be a bit of a problem, but Niko, well, he's a bit of a solution here in the B halls. 3 kills before that AK is gifted. Going to be BMAS holding the site contact, spraying away, drops that man. AK gets picked up, second for the job. It's Mir. He spots the drop, but the AWP rotates, and FaZe will.
Oh, BMAS Molotov'd out. The flash is so good, and he gets away with damage, but that's not going to be enough here. There's the shot from Brokey, at least. These AWPs have been so key at helping out at this B bomb site, but is it going to be enough? It's 2-on-2. Mir and Chopper both very, very low.
Ooh, look at Cold.
Mir has bypassed these players on the offensive now and is in the back line. They are kind of accounting for it. Chopper's spotted one. Mir's going to mop it up. Wow. And he follows up with the second as well.
We wanted out of Mir for a while. In Gambit, it didn't feel like we had the Mir that we know we could have. The Mir that showed us what Vegas Squadron could do at the majors. And right now in this team, Mir is looking like he's found his form again. Spirit, a fast B play once more. BMAS overwhelmed on that bomb site. The AWP might even...
He decides to try and switch weapons. Is
there even a weapon there? I didn't see one. On 3, like that's I think why it's going to be remembered. But well, either way, let's move past it, Harry.
Yeah, this A play coming through, and Mir's opened up, but Niko with his little UMP up on top of the trains is laying down the pain. Niko still dancing around, finally bested by Magix. He was running low on ammo. Didn't really have much going for him. The rotations have come in, but Sumdai Young has snuck through this smoke, and this leaves... He doesn't really know where Team Spirit are either. They've had a lot of time to set these post plants up. Now he rains out the first shot. He's already anticipating that there's going to be a main peak, and it does come through, but he's not able to connect the shot. 10-5, but he get thrown over towards this A bomb site, and the rest of the gang are going to try and come through Pop Dog. Now... BMAS already dropped literally upon his entry into the site. My word, this pistol round is... It's already over, isn't it? It's all on Rain. 1-on-5, now 1v4. He does get one, but it's immediately dealt with. That was so quick. That was so clean.
Like he will as well be here one step ahead. Rain, fast and furious, fire and flames. He goes through him. Rain and him are swiveling on the site. Spirit are going to have a very hard round ahead of them, and already the first man getting knocked down.
Oh, there is a sweat to try and hunt down these saving players. And the other is that now he's upgraded that
way in that B bomb site. Fast play out the Molotovs. Look at the damage these grenades have provided. Brokey has got a kill, and they're all coming up for FaZe, but 3 players on 20 health right now. Spirit, I don't know if they know how close, how attainable this round really is. If a player gives over a pick right now and they have that grenade, even the scout is versatile now. Cold on top of the train. He sees Magix in the corner and drops in quickly. The AWP coming up from Ivy, but Chopper might just look to save. That's a quick kill from him. Now the low players.
They push up into the site. This bomb is going to be the last man in. They don't account for Chopper or Oil, but he's only able to find one. It's still the man advantage here for Team Spirit. Niko keeping up with his aggressive face, gets into the front line. Has players all around him, but this is where he might thrive. Brokey dropped, Niko gone. Niko not feeling great about that one, and now iDisbalance with his eye on upper. He could have time of his life right now. iDisbalance accidentally falls off the top of Oil, but gets it the third time around, and he's dropped the bomb with these kills. It's fallen into the site as well to make matters worse for FaZe. Now BMAS will deal with this AWP. Whenever he's lost his, so BMAS is clearing it, not ready for a second man up from Pop, but a nice little flick round. All right, he does find that kill. Now a little bit more to do and tries to flick onto Sumdai Young.
Take a shot, he can drop off, Pop's being covered, and really there's no sanctuary, there's no safety here for FaZe. In fact, the safety's off for Spirit. They're not firing blanks.
Oh, this gun is terrifying. Auto shot, doing the damage. They do actually get into the site, and there's a chance at a bomb plant here. That's sick for FaZe. If they get this down, that's a nice little cash injection towards the end of this half. Luckily enough, that's kind of the giveaway that he was there, so he's not keen on... Oh, right. Magic's going to nail Rain through the smoke, and that's quite a way to take a man advantage here for Team Spirit. At map point, Sumdai Young flash into Pop. Now Niko does drop in immediately. However, Team Spirit, they didn't really believe. They tried to go aggressive, and while it has given up this 3-on-3, they get the information that the bomb and Brokey were both in main. A missed shot from Magix, and the reposition deals with Brokey. Molotov forces him out into the open, but Magix is still taking fights, and he's still taking names. Niko, 1v3, shut down by iDisbalance. And Team Spirit, they take... You got BMAS baiting, being the kind of bait to draw them in, and Rain waiting close, and boy oh boy, does it work perfectly. Chopper does get the trade, but that is it for good news for Team Spirit. If it's a B, there's only a minute left on the clock. There's a lot of bad news, and the good news kind of pales in comparison. And well,
at best, but You don't want to play this game all too long with Niko. He will be pouring Chopper in his head, rent-free.
I like that from Chopper. You know, builds up some extra money, takes a bit of a risk. Oh, and even takes a third man down with him. Man, they are like...
That never doesn't die. Any opportunity they can, they go for it.
So you want JW or Fnatic?
Nice team kill. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the closest we have to it.
Fnatic, I'm a plusher.
Yeah, but you know, we certainly have like Fnatic fill that void, fill that role for sure.
Or Config.
But to sell this one up towards that A site, keeps the players here, keeps Rain away from stopping that mid to B play like he's so good at. So Cold's got to deal with it from the door with a flashbang, finds nothing. Brokey giving it a go, but if he dies, that's the round lost. And there it is. Spirit, they get that trade, they deal with Rain in the spawn. He tries to come through on that rotation, and Spirit, they should be able to get a bomb plant here and lock it around.
See if Team Spirit give anything up. They're going to flash BMAS in now, and they look to go in late. They're trying to catch Team Spirit as they leave the site. And while Niko does put up the first kill, there's no more to follow. This is going to be the round for Team Spirit. Niko surviving.
Both take that flash and not move a muscle. Yeah!
Oh, and he nails the shot as well. A pixel of vision for Niko. And a kill found, just balls of steel on him. Coldzera hidden behind this smoke, and they go running by. They get shot in the back. Can do damage. iDisbalance is going to have a bunch of players coming his way. The flash goes in. He dodges the first man through, but does get dropped, and now it falls to Magix with this Deagle. They're already in the site, and the defuse going to come through. For that first one, that was just a rehearsal. Here it is, the live show. And BMAS, he's got a front row ticket. He's shut this one down with Rain alongside him. And the rest of the gang falls shortly thereafter. Mir is going to go in favor of BMAS here. He's going to spot the shadow ahead of time. Digress up through Catwalk with it. Brokey is holding this down from the crossroads. He's going to be pretty instrumental, but never mind, because in a matter of moments, both him and BMAS have been bested. Now Niko up from short, trying to peek under this smoke, and as it starts to fade, he is given an angle. The bomb's going down for Catwalk, and Niko, oh dear,
no.
He dropped two. Left on to Mir now in a 1v1, 8 seconds left. He's clearing close, but this bomb plant has got to come through. Oh, he's just got it. Half a second left for this plant. Cold up from Catwalk, and Mir looking for him, doesn't know that Cold is here, swings on out, but Coldzera nails the can to make something of this position. Really, if he manages to get anything done, it's an achievement in and of itself. And oh, Magix, what? How's he done that? That should have never been a good situation for him, but somehow he's taken down all three at long, and oh, he's in with a fourth. Come on, Magix, let's get it. 4 kills to his name. They've got him trapped now. They moved into lower tunnels. I was getting a bit scared. Here it is. Magix gets the ace.
Well, post-plant, that orb could become a bit of a problem here for Spirit. Rain is in the smoke. He gets flashed through, but he doesn't commit. I think he was blinded by BMAS's smoke because he just hangs out in the spawn. BMAS dies, and Rain gets spammed. That's certainly not how they wanted it to go. Looking in lower, because it doesn't even come into play in this round. Spirit are hunting the kills. They're hounding him down. Cold with one off the flash. No more. Brokey trapped. And Spirit, they should have him locked in. Even though he gets away with a frag, they are pushing for both positions at once.
Man, I love this from Spirit. Like, it's gone from them being like, okay, Mischief Pistols for FaZe. They're stacked up at long. They get flashed in. Magix does get removed immediately. And Mir trapped out here. iDisbalance coming in to try save the day.
Fangle here. Should have the drop on SDY as long as he's ready for the punch, but he swings, and that gets him caught. That's 1 kill going the way of Spirit. SDY may as well look here for Rain, but he will surely die if he peeks his position. Rain has an off angle above the boxes, and he will get one. Say, how much more have they got in the tank?
Oh, iDisbalance with the spawn for long. He has annihilated BMAS on the peak. Now, Niko's pushed up aggressively at Cat. Young is holding for it, but Niko is not deep enough. And so iDisbalance could be in danger. Niko sliding forward, removes him, got themselves a man advantage. There's still Chopper and Magix left standing in this round. A 2-on-4 required. The easiest round they've ever been a part of. And especially not with Cold in this position down. They give him a kill, that's how they run the risk in this round. Now with 8 seconds and he's getting flanked from all over, yet he kind of wanted to die there.
SDY, he's going to swap it out for an AK. Magix looking for the long pick, and again and again and again, Spirit find it every time. A man advantage, iDisbalance. Oh dear, BMAS has been giving away his position, but he does get the kill for it. Cold holding mid, tags SDY. Pushing through the smoke is Brokey.
On 3. Then he doesn't have to risk it anymore. He can play for the retake. He tries to peek through the molly to snatch one away, and it just doesn't come through. But this is where the flank from Rain, the man topping the charts right now for FaZe, could look to do some damage. That's Molly. Not quite deep enough to force Chopper out of position.
Oh, yes, it is.
It actually is. And that's him removed. Molly burns him out. Magic's and Mir. The two M's. Let's see if M and M can wrap this one up quickly. Certainly can. It's Mir locking it down. Just got USP tag headshot from the mid peak, and now Team Spirit go aggressive on the back of it. I don't even know. That is wild. It's an immediate fight in mid from Team Spirit. Niko, the man, it's just they're everywhere. So, ooh, okay, one down, 3 to go, and there's the re-peak from Sumdai Youngs.
Because the longer the round goes on, the more likely you know where your opponents are playing from. And so, you know, those targeted grenades can be so much more effective.
Disbalance flashes himself in. Continues to take up this long position. They've entrusted Chopper with short, and with good reason. He's doing a pretty good job right now. Now, Niko is still close, and they weren't ready for him to be in the site. Brokey's gotten up through Cat, and Niko could actually do a hell of a lot here, as long as he keeps buying time. Does eventually get dealt with. Brokey's left in the clutch, and the rappers come in from Catwalk. I think they're going to try and do this CT drop with Rain, and that's exactly it, right? He goes down, but then he goes down in a more literal sense of the word as well. He gets dropped. Now, Cold has opened up in middle, and Brokey's followed. Sumdai Young is looking for these mid fights, and he swings out from the door, but is immediately shut down. Magic's denied this balance. They've got to save.
Sound is so loud that there's no one that can hear him. Doesn't matter. This balance is dead in this entire game. So for Rain to die first in back-to-back rounds for FaZe, that certainly isn't good for them. And now they've got nothing. They're down by 2. They just have to rush B. Sumdai Young is alone, trying to stay alive as long as he possibly can, get as much value from that utility, but so will FaZe, burning him out.
Tunnels rotation from Team Spirit. B-Master is going to try and hold the line, but he gets shut down immediately. Brokey now, 1-on-3. Let's see what you're made of. Swings on wide and offers up the peak. Team Spirit wants to get a man down. Ooh, mid push from Mir, and he lands the no-scope. Brokey was not ready for it. Now, however, also, B-Mass down in lower tunnel. Sumdai Young just checks it, just turns at the perfect timing. Here, Sumdai Young in the bottom of mid for a fast rotation. This is a very hard round for FaZe now.
These shots missing for Mir. He follows up with a second, but the Orb's getting chased down by Niko. 3 kills.
Position. Now Mir's looking to pressure him, and there's a lot of guys down here in the lower tunnels for B-Mass to try and deal with. He's isolated 2 of these fights, and he's just common, right? Like, I've got 1. There's another guy chasing me at the very, very most right now. In this moment of time, there's 2 players at this A site. And so FaZe, they're happy with these odds. They're happy with these numbers. They're going to try and survive the cross, and they will get by. Rain isn't so lucky, but Niko will deliver the kills in the site. And this
a cold face to play safe. This save will come through. SDY getting away with hit
of the map. Now, in response to this, Mir going aggressive up into the top of mid. Once again, this fight down in lower tunnels. And it is this immediate 2-man advantage for FaZe.
Spirit throwing a lot of aggression at FaZe in these past few rounds. I hope that doesn't dig them a hole here. I hope when they go back into the rifle rounds in about 2 rounds' time, they fall back into what was working on the CT side. Like
lower and upper and like pivoting between the 2. Whereas now they just hold the tunnels and they wait for this kill to get delivered to them. Disbalance is really threading the needle here. And yeah, not successfully. They do find him, they do deal with him, they take
in the doors, waiting for that play. The smoke lands, B-Mass gets away with a kill, but they're going to run with their knives out, looking to hunt him down. No, not allowed, not on my watch.
Riding on the coattails of the right players being in the right place at the right time, and that's a good start. Niko will respond to leave this in a 4-on-4. Disbalance, smites down another with this AWP, and there's more players coming his way before all is said and done. Trying to swing this, and he gets the collateral. Brokey tagged. Niko coming in late on a long wrap. The only man they know about was his AWP of Disbalance. Magic's was an unknown entity, and he's tucked in at the blue bin. Tries to peek, but now he's trapped. The Molly gonna force it out into the open. Niko jiggling, wiggling. Someone's gonna get this kill, and it's Niko to deliver it. Brokey and Niko, they've got this down from a 2-on-2 now to a 2v1. Mir, the only man left standing.
Did have it, but yeah, not really what you want. No, we had Sumdai Young internet issues earlier.
Look at this. Can Team Spirit pull this one back? Coldzera out through long, opening up with the first kill. Trade attempted
What?
And that's a very confusing kill feed, but we're into it.
Jiggle gets me a little bit more scared. Now they're going to move in. Brokey with the AWP on the first contact. The lineup. Balance gets one. He doubles it. A second. Balance shutting it down. He may have been quiet.
That's all you got to worry about in this round. That's not the case. There's so many players coming his way, and he's not able to stand the test of time. This B site falls. Rain still at A, still being a nuisance, and does deal with Balance. FaZe looking to take the first round here in overtime.
That is such an excellent round for FaZe, like so well played. The fact that Rain fully sells that fake with a CT-sided smoke and just cuts Spirit out of the B-bomb site. They're going to try and get back in. Brokey's tagged, but he trades onto one. Magic's dropped in the tunnel, and SDY and Chopper in middle in a 2-on-3. OT, so money out the window, may as well go for it as they charge back in, but that Molotov stops them at their feet, and now they've got to go through the door instead. BMAS is holding it, he gets away with the first and the second. FaZe finds 16. Look at this.
Oh, tunnels push from Team Spirit.
What?
They're bringing
What?
the fight to FaZe, and that's a decision that they are definitely going to come to regret.
Oh no, Mir, not like this.
Oh, there we go, he's back. And he's gone again, but it's fine. He got one in amongst all of that.
How?
Young now trying to keep the dream alive. Does deal with Brokey, but spammed to death through the doors. Balance in a 1v3. Does tag Niko through the double door. And AWP anyway. It's still this 17th round given over to FaZe.
And think about how that tunnels push doesn't work, right? The reason being...
we don't get to roll back the ears just yet. Rain looking over here towards Cat, going to put down Magic's on the entry. And this might fall apart for Team Spirit. This third map looking like a lock-in now for FaZe. They're dealing with them one by one. And it's only Balance and Sunday Young left standing in a 2-on-5. It's likely not going to happen. It's likely going to be nuke for this FaZe squad. They get the bomb planted. Sunday Young will put up one. Now, Balance has been good at delivering us some big moments, but this has got to be bigger than ever. He's lit up the first man. Down to the 1v2. He's lost his teammate. He's trying to search for these players. Spots out the man at long, but sneaking through this CT smoke. He's dropped past Coldzera.
Out of the map by FaZe. A group up on the catwalk. This AWP on long. Big shot for Balance. Again, in this position, finding value. And FaZe got to beat ahead of the smoke. Wow.
A lot of time already ticked off this bomb, and now they go on the back of this flash from Certus. They try and get up through CT. There's the mow down. Chopper and Certus on the receiving side. BMAS comes in with the trade, and Balance gets put in the ground shortly thereafter. 18.
Chopper's going to get tagged on the way down, but an Armada, he's in this lower bomb site. Cold, quick kill, looking for a little more as well. Doesn't want to hang around forever. They're going to hunt him down in the vent. He doesn't realize they're chasing him from the sidelines. Magic's with the frag.
Niko and BMAS holding down the ramp. BMAS actually dropped down behind the cubby. Magic's gets picked on up with the USP, just tapping him down from afar. Bomb plant needs to come through here as a bare minimum for Team Spirit, and they will get it planted, but that is it. That is the end of their run in the pistol round.
See that A site? By the looks of things, players in secret, the ramp getting taken. Look, BMAS holding on, he gets one. Trade is in. Secret getting controlled as well. There's a kill coming through in that lower area, and well, Team Spirit are all over this one. Magic still hanging around outside. Rain does rid him of the round, but
yeah, that's easier said than done when Niko is inside of the site. Oh no, they haven't checked for it, and now the little jump scare. Niko raining down death inside of this B bomb site, leaves it all onto Chopper in a 1v2, and they do double swing into him. They get that kill locked on in. FaZe go 3-0 up.
On the ramp, big reposition. Now he's got cover from that hell spot. Oh, he spotted them as well, but he's out in the open. He's wide and will not survive. He only gets one. Traded and a gun gifted to Spirit, who can just hit that B bomb site. Niko's here again, though, ready to put up another fight.
Oh, Magic's bested, but Chopper coming in through the double doors and even leaping up has a chance. Half the time ticked off of this bomb, and both the players rooting in through control. Chopper finds the first, follows up with a second, and he'll put the first round on the board. 4 teams. Rain, there we go, finding Dima from up here at top of heaven, now dropping down and bringing himself to the level of Team Spirit. So he thinks him and Magic's are going to meet later on up in heaven. Chopper has dealt with Niko down here in secret, and Magic's wrapping down beneath heaven. And just be allowed to hang around to come in for the retake, and that's if there's even a retake attempted, which at this point I don't think there will be. There is still money for FaZe, and maybe with that kill found from capacity, and it would also just give up his position. So they're still hanging around, they're still waiting outside of the site, but that kill really should solidify. you would go with the guy who's fragging in this situation.
But Spirit have taken so long that FaZe have had time to rotate back into A. They've even dropped in from Heaven 2 more players. That's a big pick. It's going to tempt them back in. But they're walking into a stacked setup. Idis balanced with a double opener. Brokey can't have a say in the round. He's got to run away. They're desperate for information. They peek the heart. They try and get knowledge. And instead they just get a bullet delivered by Idis balance.
We were talking about like this idea, like the mental game for Spirit and this rise that they're on.
For this round. So BMAS, moment to shine here. The plant coming in. Spam is good. Oh, he does finish the job. Looks for a second as well and even bursts the body. Takes down Demon. The bomb dropped. The rotates are in. It's all on SDY and Chopper. Nice shot, but he gets traded from above. Rain is everywhere and not waiting around. Chopper in a 1-on-2, but very doable. Low HP for FaZe.
Yeah, time is his enemy right now. 15 seconds, and he's looking for the kills, not the bomb plant. That bomb is in the middle of the site. He knows there's no chance of getting it down, so he's got to find the frags, and they don't present themselves.
The team, as a unit, Spirit have been so impressive in how they approach these rounds, but on the other side of things, there's Niko dropping a man in the yard. The flash is good, and Niko actually only gets legged off that shot. He can escape, but he hangs around, and that will be his demise. Dropped by the AWP. SDY finds an entry.
Is the only man down at this bomb site. Demon not able to hold his own at ramp, and that has given FaZe a way back in. 3-on-2, but time working against them. Magic's arriving on his rotation in secret, but it's a little too late. Rain's already slipped by and dealt with some Young. They close the door on Magic's. There's almost a lineup, but the defuse helps.
Luckily enough, it doesn't seem like anyone's tempted by FaZe anyway. Rain is going to let them pass. He hears all the footsteps. The grenade is good, and it slows him down, allowing him to spam. Now, what's the timing like? Yeah, he doesn't expect it. He thought he had a gap. He thought he had a chance. Chopper's been there all round long, and now Spirit, they know they've got a top site hit. They know they've got a kill on A. Do they still want to commit towards B, where FaZe are throwing a heavy rotation?
Oh dear, if they do make this decision to commit, they are walking into this stack, but maybe it's not a problem. If they just deal with everyone down on B, that works as well. Coldzera now left to try and clutch this round out. He's delivered us a couple of nice rounds today. Let's see if Cold has it in him to work any magic here. Spots the first man, and Demon's actually going to best him immediately.
Steps outside, there's 2 players on either side of him. Oh, that's one turning around. Niko getting traded, and it's the quick orb shot from Idis balance that does. Oh, Cold.
These lobby pushes have usually been great for FaZe as well, and time after time they serve to blindside Team Spirit. Now they do run out of ammo, but Rain has still laid down the pain with the Deeg, and they get it done with just the pistols on the FaZe clan side. Then even follows up and makes that round FaZe's. Now this time, Team Spirit, last round of the first half, they try and vent dive, they try and get down, and in a sense they do get down, but not in the way they would have liked. They both fall, and the bomb is now lost on this upper site. So suddenly, Team Spirit, it wasn't the game plan to commit to A, but they've got to do it. They have to find these kills, and they do deal with the first man, his teammates out. But right now, his only job is to hold for these vent rotations. And he might even keep that as his role if they're able to deal with BMAS. However, it's not looking great for that right now. And so Chopper's given up his position. BMAS best side this balance. He's done a great job of holding down this B site. And there's the killing blow. 3 kills from BMAS and an 8. Just how resilient these Team Spirit boys are. But a fast A play and some Young raining down death from atop the hut. This is so quick, so clean, and everything in between. Niko, the last man remaining, and he gets put in the dirt shortly thereafter. Ramp, will they be ready for Brokey in this position? They spot him, and they do deal with the man left on the lurk. So actually now FaZe going back into this A site. Rotations coming through nice and early for Team Spirit. They've got the read. They know what's going on in this round, and they get it under wraps.
Happy if they lose this series with a stand-in for Spirit. Magic's with a shotgun making moolah. He is covered in cash and, well, eventually runs out of ammo, but luckily it's not a lost round, it's just a loss.
In the form of Niko down at this B bomb site. Rain now trying to wrap outside, taps away at Idis balance, and with this kill going their way, 30 seconds left. Where's this hoping to end up for FaZe? It's going to be this split, and Rain is not wasting any more time. He's sick, and he's tired of waiting around, and finally they deal with him, but this crossfire of Magic's and Young has dropped the bomb. Time is becoming a problem now for FaZe. It was looking good in the beginning of this. Magix is looking physically everywhere, and flicks back up into heaven, but isn't able to connect the shot. Chopper tries, but not quite.
FaZe took B and planted after they killed Dima there. So many teams hang around for too long. FaZe couldn't afford to do that, or Spirit would have had rotations. They run into the site and plant, and things are getting a little bit messy here. The shotgun's chugging away and takes Rain down low. He's finished off by Chopper. Just Cold now in a clutch that is doable. He's down to 10 though. Flashed out wide with a peek. He's up for the fight, and so is Young. He'll beat him to the punch. Defuses their
window. Don't tell him the odds, because he's looking to get this shot off first. And there's Niko. Denied outside. This balance. There could have been a second ready to go there, just on scoping at the wrong time. This fire now burning him out into the open. He hits the dirty bomb, and this balance lighting them up outside to get Team Spirit over the line with a stand-in. And here he is, by the way, the stand-in in all his glory. Dima shutting down Brokey at ramp, leaving it on BMAS in the 1v4. Not able to connect these shots. 13 on the board for Team. There's Smoke's fade, and Cold's like, well, I really didn't want to have to run, but I guess I got to run. And if you got places to go, Chopper's going to follow you there. He does deal with Coldzera down in secret. Man advantage now taken up against this partial buy. Hero AK was entrusted into Niko's hands by Niko. So let's see if he can deliver. Does get shut down actually immediately, and it's only Rain left. 1v5. Not going to happen in this round. I disbalance his team with pride. Niko does elude Chopper outside, and this is what I mean. Niko, he knows his stuff at this red box. Because
ball just coming through the choke point that is the A site. BMAS looking for a pick. He's got it. 2 kills away at FaZe. It's a must-win round for them to stay alive in this series. Niko is doing everything in his power to make that happen. Balance drops him after a second. Magix needs to win this fight, or this round is done, because FaZe are already sending that bomb down towards B. There's nothing Magix can do about it. BMAS has been great, especially here and now. 20 kills, 4-1 in opening duels.
He started on the right path. Rain fast in towards this upper site, and it's a fast A play. This time, no multi-kills found. BMAS with a stellar 3K transfer. Is this going to be enough to find the round? Because he does fall on the back of it. 2-on-3. Chopper and Dima left on the other side, and Dima is isolated up in heaven. He gets dealt with. Chopper now.
Very good spray control on this guy, and he's showing up now for FaZe when they need him most. A hell wrap, so Balance has to be aware of that, and he will spot him as well. Big kill coming through. Now the bomb doesn't want to go A. Now it has to go ramp, because they've lost their split player on the site. Into Dima they go, but look, Balance is here as well.
Yeah, now Brokey is going to keep his eye on ramp. Actually moving off, and Dima's allowed to swing out on the back of it. Only good for one. Brokey holding for that peak has brought it into a 2-on-2. Balance looking for a trade. Has given up even odds to FaZe. It's Brokey and Niko left in this one to try and get match and series point. Niko besting Magix, and now they've got a crossfire on this bomb. Young dropping a smoke, goes back to find Niko, and now just Brokey with this AWP. Time is going to be the problem for Young. He's got to be quick on this approach. He has to get the info as to where Brokey hides. And with Decon door open, he might start to suspect Young round the corner. Sees the leg through the bottom of the door, lands the spray. Now on the bomb. Brokey has to get him off, because Young's sicking it, and he does. Match and series point for...
Is that the right call? We'll have to wait and see. Spirit, no utility really in this round. They're relying on the gunfights, and they will...
Come on, Magix, auto shotgun and a dream. And if there ever was a more perfect story to serenade us with, it's the sound of this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Another one. Magix. He lines up 2. And it's all left onto Coldzera to try and deny an overtime in a 1v3. Down into the B site he goes, but Balance holds them to leading in their favor. They've just played 15 rounds of this. They're ready. They're raring to go. And they explode into the A bomb site. But it's more like an implosion. One by one, they've been bested. Niko, however, trying to turn the tide of battle. Balance has taken one through that smoke. I don't really know how, but it's Brokey getting bested. Dima as well is wrapped around from ramp. Now FaZe, I think they're going to drop bed. That looks to be the game plan. Maybe not. There's been a temporary break in the action, and they might take this as an opportunity to try and get this bomb down. Cold gets the information that there's players outside. It's this hot player in Dima that could do it all. Cold's just burned to death.
100-0.
The molly wasn't even entirely near him. Once again, setting up for this A play. Magic's playing close to the hut, turns away from a flash that never comes, but Chopper will double up, and they don't account for Sumdai Young. Still here, he drops into the fray, and that puts him in front of Niko.
Flash, it just gives away the info to Niko. Like you said, no one was watching Heaven for FaZe, and they're watching main. Of course they are. It's exactly where iDisbalance sit. Oh dear, he's actually close towards the door already. If he pushes here, he is dead in the water. But the flash out, he can find the timing. He's forced the peak. He's got away with 2. Brokey shutting this round down. And the AWP no-scope will do everything they need and more. FaZe deny Spirit the A-bomb site. That fake wants to take the risk, but he's going to flash his teammates through. Coldzera going for a hero play. Oh, he mows down 1. Rain's come out as well through the garage with a double. Somehow, some way, FaZe have turned this round on his head. But look at SDY. He's taken the A site.
Yeah, Sumdai Young deeper than they were ready for, and BMAS gets cut down. Brokey, it all falls onto him. He had a very quiet first half of play. He's holding the vents. Brokey's coming from this position, and he's not going to get many chances. Brokey nails it the first time around, and just like that, FaZe, they're going to lock in the victory here and now. They stop the OTs in the